Okay, so you spent all week preparing and doing your inductive Bible study and all those things, and then Friday, Saturday night, a light bulb goes off, and the Holy Spirit reveals to you, you've been going about it wrong, and this is not what the text actually is trying to say. What do?
You follow
Yeah.
the text. You got to preach the text.
Yeah.
And if that means that, okay, I'm gonna go real simple and real bare bones, do it. And I just think you have to do that. You have to follow the text. And we also have to be comfortable enough to know that the power is in the text, not necessarily in my polished presentation. So I'm going to preach the text as it actually is. And just trust then that God can take his text and do something good with it, even if it's not going to be as put together as I am. And I may not look as good before the eyes of the people, but that doesn't matter because that's not the goal. Mm-hmm. The goal is for the text to be delivered to the people honestly, clearly, and truthfully. So,
I've done it. I did it a couple weeks ago, and yeah.
This is not the exact same thing you asked, but a couple weeks ago, I had a different experience. This only happened a few times in ministry. I was guest preaching, right? So I'm there, and it's carte blanche. I could do whatever you want to preach. So I'm sitting there. We're in the middle of the 3 songs of worship leading up to the message, and then there's a 5-minute break after that they said it's a newer church, little meet and greet, right? I'm listening to these 3 songs. I'm like, the sermon I prepared does not fit at all with the tone of this service and with what these people need. Mm. So at the 5-minute break, I went back to the tech board and I said, scrap all the slides. I'm not doing that sermon. I'm doing something else. And then I walked up. I was introduced. I walked up and I preached a different sermon. Mm. And I don't do that very often, but in that moment, I really felt like I needed to do something different. The song that they planned to do after the sermon fit perfectly with the point I made out of the sermon. Mm. So the Spirit was doing something in there that needed to be done. He just needed to get me on board, That's good. So,
where'd that sermon come
from? That sermon was 1 John 3:1. Behold how great a love the Father has bestowed upon us that we should be called the children of God, and that's who we are, which has been a life-changing text for me because I didn't have a dad growing up. Combined with the prodigal son story and put those two together. And it wasn't planned because I didn't have any time to write it. It was just planned in the sense of having studied the text. And I just got up and talked through those texts and saw what happened.